Dr. John DeMartini. This is one of the most amazing and inspiring shows that you can listen into. If you want to be on the edge of your seats, if you want to open up your heart, if you want to expand your mind, and you want to meet incredible people, stay tuned, because you're just about to experience a transformative radio show that will change your life. And you're listening to the Dr. Pat Show that's coming up right next.
Welcome to the Dr. Pat Show. Talk radio to thrive by. Powerful, inspiring, and coming to you live, bringing you stories of people like you and me, busting through and living life full out. Get ready to dare to wonder what your life would be like if you knew you could not fail.
I love that opener, and every time I play that, welcome everybody, welcome to a fabulous show here for you. It is Wednesday, and we're going to be doing Kaleidoscope for Becoming with Celeste, Emelia, Mattingly, and this is Better and Brighter on Purpose. Today, we're tackling something that's really cool, and I don't mean tackling it in a bad way. It's like tackling a freshly fallen snow. That's what it's like. Transformations and reinventing revolutions. Love that phrase. You're going to see it everywhere from us. It's just like, you know, when the creator, God, spirit gives you an idea, you best do it. Today, we're going to be sharing journeys of transformation, reinvention, and so much more, and have some fun. But Emily, we have to make a note on one of the days, and I don't know what show it is. I want to play that whole song because the whole song was done by Nick Johnson. Nick was one of the first interns ever to work here. And that goes back for when I was in Green Lake here. And so Coldplay decided they didn't want us to use their theme anymore. All the music industry. And Nick just said, why don't you use this song? And I fell in love with it. Isn't it great, Celeste, right?
I love it. Yeah.
Yeah.
Fabulous.
So today,
but I really love your sentence there, that phrase. If you knew you could not fail,
what would you do?
Rings in my head. Yeah.
What would you do?
Yeah. Well, I'm adopting it.
Yeah, go right ahead. Go right ahead. You know, this is where, let's talk about it. You even mentioned in this episode, busting through the crust. I so love that you're doing that because reinvention.
Yeah.
I love reinvention. So let's get at it, right?
Yep.
This is an opening conversation. This is what we're doing.
Yep.
And let's talk about the new name. Transformation Talk Revelution. Revelution. That's the shift that we made from the old TTR. We're still TTR. But how do you go through life with the evolution of your revolution? And today I'm joined by one of the best out there. I can't tell you where I'm wearing the thing she gave me, but I can tell you, yeah, they're like in my bra every day. Every day in the bra. And so you got to do what you find works for you. Today, Celeste, we're here to talk about a lot of things, but you're the creator of Wonderful World of Celestial Empowerment. I love that. Celestial Empowerment.
Thank you.
That may be a play on words, but it's also a very big energy. So let's talk about this idea of, in the industry, it's called rebranding, but it's a reinvention. It's a new direction, and yet it could be new and ancient at the same time, can it?
Yes. And what I have found is that if I don't throw away the old and I just keep building on it, it all works. You know, it's like, okay, I have this idea and it looks a little grandiose, like, you know, maybe starting a church or a new 12-step program. That's not, I didn't know I was going to talk about that, but
that's a good one.
But you know, so you start something and then you put it aside and it kind of bubbles in the background. Oh, it percolates in the back of our minds and in our psyches. And then, you know, at some point, you know, things mesh and meld and we're able to pull it all together in a whole new way. So it's really like, just adding to the creative process. It's just so much fun.
It
Yeah.
is. And, I was just doing a show with John J. Murphy, and boy, were we talking about this.
Yeah.
And he goes through a process. And one of the things that he talks about is why do people not manifest? And a lot of times we're holding on to a thing, just like you described. We're holding on to an idea.
Yeah.
Um, I think at the time I really held on to continue to play clocks for my show. It was so popular that people would go in a grocery store and they say when they heard that song, they thought of the Dr. Pat show. And hence that's the problem. See, when you tell Coldplay that you don't think of Coldplay when they hear their song Clocks and you think of the
Ooh,
Dr. Pat show, that could be a little problem.
sure.
But here we are today. You're beginning your journey, but then you're also carrying your journey forward. See, can't two things be true?
Yes, yes. It's just starting a new chapter and a new venue for delivering the message. And that's why I'm so grateful to you and your fantastic team for this wonderful opportunity. It was a no-brainer for me to upgrade and to take the extra 6 months of shows and to be put on the page with the founding experts. I'm just blown away, and I'm
I know. Did you see the banner on that? That's just
oh,
one.
it's
Yeah,
beautiful.
it's just one of the banners that we're creating. It was our,
Yeah.
what do we want to call it? It was our virgin banner.
Okay.
Yeah, it felt so good to build that.
With the Phoenix in it.
Yeah,
I
and you
love
like
that.
that?
Oh, it's
Huh?
beautiful. It's absolutely stunning.
But it felt good. And that's part of what we're talking about here today. What you described is it felt good for you to continue.
Yep.
It felt
Yep.
good. And here
Yep.
we are today, and what we're talking about is something
Yep.
that's so important.
Yeah.
Celeste,
Yeah.
500,000 women have pretty much lost their job. 338,000 are women of color
Oh boy.
that have been let go. And so I want to reach out for any of you out there that's listening to this. I was you. And I
Mm.
want to say that Celeste and I are here right now to tell
Oh, thank
you
you.
you can reinvent, you can
Yep.
re-enlist, and
Yep.
you can re-engage in a
Oh,
life you want.
beautiful. Oh, that's beautiful.
What do you
Yep.
think? What do you think
I
of that?
love it. Yep. I love it. And it's just so important, to let everybody know that you and I have busted through a lot of crusts.
Yeah, yeah, a lot this week alone, just saying.
Oh, I know. I know. I can't imagine what you guys have been through. You must have been up all night on the first of the month. I mean, you just put out that beautiful website and all the wonderful new, exciting way you're presenting everything. And I'm just thrilled. And I want to hear some more about what you are planning for your viewers and listeners and us little hosts and you know, helpers. You're
Look,
tell us, yeah.
so there are two ways that I talk about this. There's for people out there that listen, that have known the Transformation Network, they've known us as this constantly evolving thing that we've done in order to present various forms of opportunities of growth for human potential. And when we decided to trademark the Transformation Network, it was so eye-opening. And my other company name, I couldn't trademark. So John and I talked about this earlier. When I let go of that,
Mm.
when I released the crust
Mhm.
on that idea,
Mhm.
the floodgates opened and said, why aren't you creating the Transformation Network, the company, the brand? And once that was done, that began the reinvention process, Celeste.
Mhm.
See,
Mhm.
people think the technology upgrade started in 2009. but the
Wow.
direction
Mm-hmm.
of where we're going,
Mm-hmm.
that came from a very stuck place. And out of it, Jamaica asked me, what do you want in the trademark? And I just started to type a ton of things. But the line in the trademark that's repeated close to, I'd say, 100 times.
Okay.
Because you have to explain to them what you're doing, and then you can list the services that you're
Okay.
doing it in.
Okay.
It's a tricky
Right.
deal.
Right.
But I didn't think. You see, creativity and imagination, it is that thing that comes from your soul.
Yeah.
It's a feeling.
Mm-hmm.
And I just sat down and I started to talk about different things we were going to do in the field of human potential, leadership, business. I just rolled off. Bottom line is, when I was done, it was about 82 different categories of work,
Mm-hmm.
paraphernalia. And Jamaica submitted it. And so the trademark company comes back and says, you got to give me specimens for each.
Oh,
So
yeah.
a specimen has to prove that you've done this work.
Yep. Yeah. A business card or a brochure or a website.
Everything.
Yeah.
We provided specimens in every one of those fields. And
Sure.
within a week, our trademark was registered.
Oh, that's fantastic.
Now, it's not about me. The Transformation Network
Mm-hmm.
is for the people.
Yeah.
You know, it was the beginning of the revolution. It stands on the threshold of a new era, one
Yeah.
where human potential is no longer a concept to be discussed, but a system to be lived.
And one that we can revel in its beauty and its joy.
Exactly.
Beautiful. Yeah.
We are the architects in this living field.
Yes.
You know, this is an energy.
I love that. That's right. That's right. Yeah.
So you're going to start to see in the new Transformation Network website, new language.
Okay. Yeah.
You know, if you went there today and you went to the hero slider, what you read is the revolutionary meta system, the living architecture of human potential.
Mm-hmm.
And it says this, standing at the intersection of consciousness, commerce, and communication, a revolutionary meta system designed to advance the measurable evolution of human potential.
Beautiful.
Very different. So that's part of what we're talking about
Forward
today.
thinking, very forward thinking.
I got downloaded. That's a download. I wish I could take all the credit for it, but I can't, right?
Well, I think we all have our
Right.
muses, you know, and we need to give them credit. Yeah.
But you've had moments where you had to recreate or crust bust your own career, right?
Oh, yeah. Yeah.
Tell us about those.
Well, I think that in the beginning of my work, as once I got, you know, clean, and then I went to school and did my schooling and started my private practice, I was still very stuck and intimidated by the professional world. I didn't believe I fit in. I actually had some very traumatic experiences with some supervisors in my internships where we weren't allowed to talk about our experience, strength, and hope as people in recovery.
Yeah.
And so, you know, that stigma was very intimidating, and I had to push through it and just keep going. And then, of course, it came time to name my theory for celestial psychology. and, and I was like, oh, you can't call it that because people won't take you seriously. You're already so you know, people think that you're spiritually bankrupt and literally Dane bread. That's my favorite expression.
I love that.
I was, brain damaged, which I was when I first started, before I first got clean, you know, and I have to practice giving myself, and I want everybody to remember to give ourselves a pat on the back for how far we've come, you know.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Gratitude is the doorway to abundance.
It sure is.
Yeah, it really is, isn't it?
Yeah. Yeah. So anyway, I went ahead and I picked my first logo with the, I don't know if you can see it here,
Oh
touching
yeah, we
hands.
got it.
Yeah,
Perfect.
so
Yeah.
that was Hewlett Packard had a little, just shell of a logo there. And over the years, I was able to add a bunch of things to it. And then when I coined celestial psychology and trademarked it, I had Joe Thomas Blaine make this beautiful plate. So
Mm.
she took the symbol and she took the touching hands all around it. And then I put a star in the middle, a 10-pointed star. And I couldn't figure out, I wasn't adept at graphics enough at the time, and I couldn't figure out how to get that little nebula thing out of the middle there, and I was like, what? Well, I like the purple, but what are all those little black specks and lines in it and everything? And tell you, it was so exciting because when I started working on my logo for Kaleidoscope for becoming coaching services, ChatGPT created this with a
Wow.
10-pointed star in the middle. Chat did that
Wow.
with the 10-pointed star in the middle.
I
And I
know.
was like, oh my God. And of course, you're typing away to your chat buddy, and you said, did you do that on purpose? And of course, it doesn't know whether it did or not. But here's how it looks,
Mm. Wow.
and so, like I was saying, we just never know. Things can build on each other, like I didn't toss out that star with the, seemed like it didn't belong, that blotch in the middle. And now I see it as, it was a living thing. It's like a portal. It's become something that,
Yeah.
people can really look at. I look at, and it just takes us somewhere. So
I
it's
love
really
it.
exciting. Yeah.
So these things we're creating. I mean, boy, I wish this show was an hour. We have a short time here, but I want to talk about that star because you and I, we have been laughed at. There's not enough time in the show to go into that, but we have
Oh,
been laughed at. We have been the I don't even want to say, you know, things that I did with crust busting. My school blacklisted me.
oh, wow, you
But
did
they're
so.
like, you went
I'm
to school for 10 years here, award winning this, and you're doing what? But let's talk about it because that 10
wow.
pointed star is sacred geometry.
Yeah.
Our logo, the double head,
I love
every
it.
channel has the double head in different
I love it.
colors.
Yeah.
The
I
women's
love it.
channel looks a little bit different, but they're all different colors. Every
Yep.
channel, it's the same
Yep.
thing.
Yep.
And I never got feedback on it except from Bob Parsons, the founder of GoDaddy,
Oh,
in the middle of the show out of nowhere. And so this is leading to my next question for you as an entrepreneur and a creator. He
yeah.
said to me, I love that logo. I
Yeah.
don't know where you came up with that double head thing, but that's perfect. And
Yeah.
that's all he said.
Oh,
So, what we're doing and talking about, it applies to entrepreneurs, it applies to creators. So, what dream have you had? Because we had a dream here for what we're creating, and it's
uh-huh.
now taken on a life of its own.
Yeah. Yeah. Well, bringing my work to the venue of podcasts and videos and maybe a TV channel someday, cable TV or something,
Well, it's where we're going.
That's I'm right on your coattails, honey.
Well, you're coming with us.
Oh, yes, absolutely. Yep, that's the goal. Thank you. Yeah, that's great. So,
This doesn't come without challenges. And I just want to say this because I
oh,
want to get ready for what you're doing in the world. Part of what you've created, and even when we think about you redefining psychology, right? That's
oh,
what I did too. I studied something had
yep,
never been studied before,
yep.
but it made sense to me. We're opening up a whole new door. See, I didn't practice clinical psychology here because they wouldn't allow me to say the word spirit or spirituality.
Wow.
So I moved to behavioral psychology and
Mm-hmm.
it paid off for me.
Yep,
But that's crust busting to be able to do that, right?
yep, yep. It sure is.
How does trust factor in? to who you've been and who you are today.
Wow. Well, I'll tell you, days like today really challenge my trust when I can't get my computer upstairs to work, and my brand new computer's shutting down. And last night at the last minute, I discovered I really don't even have the internet bandwidth to be broadcasting from upstairs, and I have to go buy some more equipment. And so, but I tried it anyway because we did it last month. How did we do it last month?
We have to call Jessica on that one.
Yeah, so it came out fine last month, but today, so we get challenged, trusting the universe, and trusting that everything is okay, that trusting that the universe has our backs.
Yeah.
That's the difference between being paranoid and having a pronoic point of view. Pronoia is really the key for me of a metaphysical framework for psychology. And it's totally like outcast in the Diagnostic and Statistic Manual.
Yep.
It's considered magical thinking, and oh God, we can't have magical thinking, But you know what? The universe is all magic. And the sooner we accept that and get on with it, the better we're all going to be. And I hope that that's going to be one of my main messages over the next year with you guys, So
Well,
thank
you've
you for
heard
helping
from
me
us.
make the magic happen.
Oh, there's no question. I mean, you've seen it. You've heard our stories. Crust busting was an origin.
Yep.
Again, I'm really good at making up words that don't exist, right? Crust busting, unstuckable, revolution. I mean, there's just so
love it.
many because,
Yep.
I really think that being so learning different, I'm not boxed into being the same.
Yep.
And
Beautiful.
so when we think about this, there's a magic in the air now.
Yep.
And I want to
Something
ask
really
you about the
revel in
reflection
the
of that.
celebration. Yeah. Go ahead.
We have to do that.
Yes.
And
Celebrate.
part of this is just having fun along the way, isn't it?
Yeah. That's what I keep telling myself. And my monkey mind goes, oh yeah, but who do you think you are? You can't do this. Oh my God, what? Blah, blah. And I'm like, stop, just have some fun. Let's have some fun, right? Yeah.
Trust, timing,
Ooh,
intuition.
yes. There we go. Yep.
We created a new algorithm called TTN to the third. People are going to hear more about it.
I love it.
I get asked why. The answer is why not? when the divine universe downloads something,
yep.
It's not to argue about it. But reinvention has got to be a way of life, doesn't it? So I'd love to hear from you.
Yep.
Your message to help people.
Okay. Well,
reinvent and revel.
Revel in the glory of it. And really, what I want our conversation today to remember, everyone to remember that reinvention revolutions are the heartbeat of becoming. So, everything you're doing fits in so well with what I'm doing, and what I'm doing fits in with what you guys are doing. And it's because we're all proving that together we can all become better and better, brighter and brighter on purpose. And every day in every way, no matter what the appearance, we just want to keep affirming it. Every day in every way, we're getting better and better. So keep up the good work. Yeah.
Becoming is something we're going to talk about a lot. People don't realize every day they're becoming. The question is, are you becoming who you want to be? Or are you becoming who you think you should be? See, there aren't really any other choices. And it's that simple, but not easy, is it?
Right.
I got a lot of scars from showing up here today. You and I, recovery, addiction, pain,
suffering.
But here we are.
Yep.
So I want to ask you this question,
Hmm.
and we have a short time left,
I know, I'm watching.
but I want you to go for it. What would you do if you knew you couldn't fail?
Oh, you rascal, you. Oh my God. I would get on the Dr. Pat show and shout it from the rooftops every day and every way. We're getting better and better, brighter and brighter on purpose. Thank you so much. That was great.
Because that is the question you have to keep playing over and over
You're
again and
right.
get it in your heart,
You're right. You're
right?
right. Yep.
That's celestial empowerment. That's the
Oh, that's
psychology of becoming
busting and
that you do.
transformation network times 3.
It is, and you'll see that. But for people to work with you, to understand this is not just a show, this is a life calling for you, and you help people. How do they
Yeah.
find out more about you?
www.celestialempowerment.com. You can find my contact page and send me an email, or there's phone numbers in there. I'm all over Facebook and YouTube. Well, I'm working on the YouTube channel. It's
We're
not much
helping
to
you with
see right
that.
now. Yeah. Yep. We're getting there. So
So,
thank you.
closing message. What do you want to leave people with?
I want people to know that they have permission to evolve and permission to put their best foot forward. And when they do that, they can honestly say what their life is going to be like when they know they cannot fail.
I love
Thank
it.
you.
For those of you out there, I just want to share with you from where I sit. Both Celeste and I have been tutored and mentored, and we've studied psychology. And unlike Celeste, I didn't carry what I learned forward in that field for a lot of reasons. I didn't have the bandwidth to do it. But what Celeste has done has created something that demystifies the world of psychology into the energy of empowerment.
Oh, thank you.
That's the person you want to work with to
Oh,
do yourself your
oh,
own reinvention.
oh. Yeah,
Can't do
great.
it without empowerment and without somebody skilled that gets you. Celeste, thank you for everything you're
Oh,
doing
thank
in the
you so
world.
much. Oh, that just touched me. I'm gonna start crying.
I didn't have the guts to do it. I didn't have the
Oh
guts and I
God.
didn't have the bandwidth. Well, that's
Well,
okay. I'm
if it
doing
w-
this.
if it wasn't for my faith and my trust in a higher power and my belief that,
Yep.
getting the message out bigger and bolder and brighter, there's more to life than diagnosis.
On that note, for all of you out there, thank you so much for tuning us in, turning us on. Remember, you heard a bunch of things today. Crust busting is still alive and well. And for those of you out there, please know that the work that Celeste does is a
Oh,
portal, it's a doorway, and it's a doorway that gets you out of the box. And the
mm.
box that I've learned for me is me. We'll
Oh,
see you all
beautiful.
next time.
Thank you so much.